This is what if Izuku had Darkside's power. So he will be training with Darkseid and Superman. This is the end of Superman. You can pick whatever side Superman. So let's get into the what if. So when Izuku was born. Oh, hold on. Before that, this was I will be giving Izuku 2 more power. We'll find out doing this. So Izuku, when Izuku was born, Inko was not very happy. She never really hated him, but she never really loved him. So let's take a time skip. 4 years later, Inko took him to the quirk doctor. So they asked the doctor. They took her to the same quirk doctor that Izuku went to in Ken. So after 2 hours of testing, see Izuku had a quirk. He came down and said, "Sorry, ma'am, he doesn't have a quirk." From she heard he doesn't have a quirk, Inko started to despise Izuku. Let's just say Izuku had a sister too, and Izuku's father will be All Might. So Hisashi will be All Might. So when he said that his sister has a strength enhancement quirk. So when she came, All Might never really hated Izuku. He didn't. He never had nothing against Izuku. So when they reached home, Inko was planning to left out Izuku, but if he did that now, you know that All Might Toshinori would get very angry at her and put her into jail. So she never bothered did what she was planning to do. So while that was happening, when they got home, Izuku was not in shock or anything. Izuku was not in shock. So Izuku said, "I still want to be a hero." So also let's pause. Also, Darkseid will not be a bad guy. He not really be a bad guy. He will be a bad guy, but not to Earth, because him and Superman made a deal. So Darkseid will not trouble the Earth. So he can continue rule the universe, but he is not allowed to. If he come to Earth, he must not cause trouble on Earth. So when they got home, Izuku went straight to his room and began to train. Since he doesn't have a quirk and he wants to become a hero, he went straight to his room and started to train. He did 10 push-ups. Since he's 4, he started to do 10 push-ups. Since his sister had strength enhancement quirk, he started to do 10 push-ups because he doesn't want his sister to beat him up or anything, and he doesn't want no one to trouble him. So he began to train. All Might realized that he began to train, so All Might started to train Izuku. So I might think that Izuku is not really worthy of his quirk, but you think that his daughter is more worthy. So Izuku trained, and Izuku is so when next day his sister tell everyone that he is quirkless. Everyone began to laugh at him. So when Baku heard this, he decided to attack Izuku. Since he is quirkless, he decided that he can put himself more bigger than Izuku. So he still have ego, but the ego that he has is way bigger than he can. So he decided to attack Izuku. Before he could even attack Izuku, Izuku grabbed his hand, punched him in the gut, and when he went to the ground, Izuku stepped on his hand. Not breaking it, but spraining it. Because in this Izuku, because of darkside, because darkside is very strong. So Izuku is very strong. That's why he was able to do that to Bakugo. So he said that he never had a quirk. So how was he able to do that to Bakugo? Grabbed his hand fast enough and did that. So from that day they know not to mess with Izuku. Except for Bakugo. Bakugo kept on every day Izuku came to school. Bakugo kept on trying to beat Izuku. So this went on until middle school. So in middle school, All Might decided to give Izuku's sister One for All. But One for All never liked his sister. So One for All never supplied One for All never supplied her with any of the power. So his sister get none. So you can commit the name of whatever you want his sister to name. So why this was so after 2 hours, she said she doesn't feel no different way. She said I want to tell her to try use her quirk, try lift up something. But while she was doing it, it wasn't working. One for All is in her, but it's not working. It's not working with her. So Izuku now is actually 25% of one for All Might. Not Prime, but Kennen All Might. 25%. So so after that, Izuku was very angry because he know that Izuku doesn't have a quirk, and yet his sister does. So he began to train even more intensely than ever. Now after 1 month, he is 27% of One for All. And Thanos saw this. And Thanos, Darkseid, saw this and said, he has the same powers as me, but he doesn't know how to use them yet. So he said, I will train this kid. So Thanos watched him for past 5 months, seen him train, and during the 5 months he's actually 50% strong as Kennen All Might. So he decided that's enough. So he came down and decided to train Izuku. He told All Might wasn't home because All Might had went on a business trip for the past 2 years. So Inko couldn't abuse Izuku because Izuku would definitely beat her to a bloody pulp. And his sister couldn't do nothing because he would beat them to a bloody pulp. So Izuku was treated right still. So he came and he said, I will be taking your son for 2 years to train him. So then Izuku never really have a problem because Izuku tell that he is very powerful, even more powerful than All Might, even powerful than whoever, more than everybody on the earth. So he said, okay, he's gonna train with him. So Thanos took him to a planet where time moves very slow. That's like the hyperbolic time chamber, but instead of that, it's a planet. So he began to trade Izuku there. But over 1 year, Izuku and Thanos, to do how intense his training was, he said he was destroying the planet. So Superman was, while this was happening, Superman was also training him. So he is very powerful. So after the 4 years, he is 100% stronger than All Might, and only 10% of Thanos' power. So Izuku finished his training before the 4 months, 4 years. He got 1 year extra. So he came home. When he came home, he decided that he's not living with his mom anymore because she doesn't like him in any way. So Izuku, for his age, is very smart because Superman was training him. Also, Superman is still part of the Justice League. So he met Batman, he met Flash, and they all taught him what they know. No, like technology and so forth. So Izuku is very smart. He is smarter than Nezu. Not really, but he's kinda. Also, he met they had like a universe travel device. So they went to Iron Man, into the adventures world, and he learned things from Iron Man. So he's very smart. He's smarter than Nezu. He learned from many smart people in the universe, in different universes. So when he came back home, he decided to create his own company, his own tech company. His company, Inko never know nothing about this. Nor does his sister. Nor does people. No one knows who's the company. So Izuku, in a matter of, in the 1 year, Izuku was making Izuku was making big cash. He's making good. He's making big money. It started off very little. In 1 month, it started very little, but people started finding out how amazing Izuku's things were. So it started booming. His business started booming. After next month, Izuku was getting $1 million. Next month he got $2 million. Next month he got $3 million, and he just kept on going